In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the alternator on this Mercedes E350. Let's get into it. In the trunk, lift this latch and we can secure that right there. Underneath here, that's where the battery is located. Just use a 10mm socket, loosen up the negative side. And slide that off. Set that aside. Grab this panel and slide it up. It is pushed in, and there's some clips on the back. We're going to take these air intake tubes and just pull these out. It just slides out. Do that on both sides. Take this weather strip off right here. Just pull up and just fold it back. You don't have to take it off completely. There's 2 bolts behind this bracket. Use a 10mm socket. Get behind there. Take those bolts out. Then that's loose. On the side, these 3 bolts, use a 10mm socket. Do the same on the other side. There's 2 push pins on the side. Take these out. Just use a trim tool. Pop the center piece up first. Pull it out. Now grab the bracket and slide it up. There's a cable that's attached right here. It's just clipped on. Just unclip it, just like that, and slide the bracket away. Disconnect the fan connector. Just push down on the tabs on the side. Pull it straight up. Disconnect these clips right here. I'm just going to use a pick. Just slide this up. Another one on the other side, just like that. And follow along. And there's a hose right here. Just pull that, disconnect that from the fan. If you follow it further down, pull that hose off right there. Grab the fan assembly, slide it up. And it slides right out. We're going to take the tension off the belt. Use a 17mm socket right below the tensioner. Loosen that up. And then take the belt off the alternator pulley. Just let go of the tension and just slide the belt out of the way. There's 4 bolts holding the alternator on the bracket. I'm going to use an E12 socket. Start with the bottom bolts and take those out. Just going to have to reach underneath. Take those bolts out. Take the top 2 out, same socket. You're going to want to support the alternator when you get to the last bolt. Pulling that out. And slide it out a little bit. You can see where the connector is right here. Disconnect the connector, just push down on the tab. Disconnect that connector. And there's another wire on the back side. There's a cap right here. Just pop that cap off. Using a 13mm socket, loosen up this nut. nut off. You can take that cable out. And grab the alternator and slide it out. Just go past the radiator hose and it slides right out. Now take the alternator, slide it down, same way it came out, get it past the radiator hose. Just be careful of the radiator, you don't want to stab the radiator. Slide that in place. We're going to tip it over, take the cable. We want to run the cable the same way it came off the old one. Slide right there. Put the nut on. Tighten this down. If you can get the torque wrench in there, you want to torque that nut to 11 foot-pounds. That's good. Now we'll get this lined up. Before we put the bolts in, just connect the connector, lock that down, line up the holes for the bolts, get those started. Get the bottom ones started as well. Once they're all started, you can start tightening those down. If you can get a torque wrench in there, you want to torque those to 15 foot-pounds. It's a little bit tight though. Do the best you can. And tighten that other bottom one. It's good. And take the belt, get that lined up. It should be on all the other pulleys. Loosen up the tension on the tensioner. And slide it over the alternator. There we go, that's good. Double check all the pulleys. That looks good. Take the coolant fan and just slide it down. Slide it in place. Make sure the hose is out of the way. Make sure it's latched in down below. We'll take these clips, line the clip up. Just push it down, line that up, push it down. I'm gonna take these hoses, slide those in the brackets, lock that in place, that's good. Connect the connector for the fan, just line that up, and lock it down. Now take this piece, I'll slide it in, go behind the horn, get that lined up. And push that in to the radiator. Do the same on the other side. good. Put the push pins in the side, lock them down. Push that in. Take this bracket, slide the cable into the little brackets. That's good. And line these up on the sides with the radiator. That's good there. That's good there. Get all these screws started on the side. And the bracket in the front. Put those two screws in. When those are all in, now we can tighten them all down. Now the weather strip is going to go back. That's good. I'll put the air ducts in, get those lined up. Same on the other side. Take this cover, line it up, and lock it in place. Now reconnect the battery, put the terminal on. Snug it down, give it a wiggle, make sure it's tight. Close it up. Put that down and close up the trunk. If there's any check engine lights, you want to clear out those codes at this time and road test the vehicle.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.